I'm back. Obviously, I feel so great to be in front of the camera again. I don't think I've ever gone this long without making a video, and I was kind of nervous because I was like, am I even gonna know how to like do this? Like, what? Am I gonna be like an amateur? But I'm so happy I'm back to filming. So yeah, I'm back. This is gonna be an update video as well as a Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram to leave me a bunch of questions that you want me to answer. And so yeah, I'm gonna update you guys on where I've been. So obviously the holidays, super busy. Then I went to LA to do a video shoot with a hair company brand. So you guys will see the videos on that throughout the year this year. So that's one thing. I was in LA right after the new year, and then I came back and I bought a house. So I closed on my house, and yeah, so it's been super busy. Closed on the house, moved everything in, and yeah, so right now I'm currently set up in my living room, mattress on the floor. It's actually pretty awesome. I don't know why everyone doesn't live in the living room, because it's called the living room for a reason. Am I right? Or am I right? So yeah. Bought a house. I didn't really tell you guys about the process at all, just because I didn't know if it was going to be official, if everything was going to go through the way I wanted it to. So I wanted to wait for the announcement. But yes, I bought a house. I'm super excited. It's a very overwhelming experience. And yeah, so that's what's been taking up my time. I'm currently in the process of working on my makeup room, my filming room, whatever you want to call it. So that will be ready probably in a week or two. So then I will definitely give you guys a tour once that's happening. So yeah, I'm going to do the Q&A video pretty much just by questions. I'm just going to scroll through my Instagram and my Facebook ones, and a lot of them are the same, so I'm just going to go through and answer them for you guys. And so yeah, so first of all, I want to address the most common question, because after I posted the picture on Instagram, a lot of you guys knew that I bought a house. So the question is, house tour? Are you going to do a house tour? And let me say yes, but there is a but. There's always a but, sorry. But my house right now, I don't know, I haven't really decided, but my house right now is not in the condition that I want you guys to see it in. I bought what you would say is, I guess you would call it a fixer-upper. I mean, everything, you know, is built well, everything is great, but it's a lot of cosmetic stuff that needs to be done, a lot of updating. Like, I kind of feel like I'm living in like 1975 when I go to certain parts of my house. Like, it just needs to be updated. So I don't really want to like show you guys like a full house tour. So I might do some vlogging for some of like the remodeling jobs and projects that I'm doing. If you guys want to see stuff like that, I'm not going to create a separate channel or anything for it, but if you guys want to see vlogs and stuff like that, let me know, and I will do videos like that for you guys. So yeah, I will do a house tour, but not anytime soon. I won't even have a housewarming party right now, because I don't want anybody to see it how it is right now. I mean, everything needs to be painted. I'm knocking down like several walls, so it's like a big job. And yeah, in a few months when things are like more together, I will give you guys a house tour for sure. But yeah, I will be doing a makeup room tour before then, because that's like my priority. Like, I'm making my boyfriend, you know, paint that room first so I can get that ready to go, so I don't have to film in the middle of my living room. So yeah, yes, I will do a house tour. No, it won't be anytime in the next month. So bear with me, it will come eventually, but I'm sure you guys understand. I don't want you to see my house like in shambles. So yes, so that is the main question that I've gotten. Another question that I got, did you buy a house with your boyfriend? No, this house is, I purchased it by myself, and you know, my boyfriend is helping me with like all my projects and everything, so it is just mine. And yeah, other question that I got a million times is, how many kids do you want, or when do you plan on having kids? Okay, so I don't really think that, I don't really think about that a lot. I don't know if that's like not the typical girl answer, but I mean, I love kids, but I don't know if I want any of my own. It's just not something that is like in my mind at all right now. Maybe if you ask me again when I'm 30, I'll have a different answer for you. But right now, kids are not even a thought in my mind. I don't want them anytime soon. No offense to people who have kids or want kids. It's just not something that is like on my to-do list right now. So I don't know about kids. I mean, right now I would say no, I don't want them. But when I'm 30 and my biological clock is like ticking, maybe I will be like, hey, I want one. But I mean, I'm not thinking about that, so don't expect to see a little SML running around anytime soon. Another question that I get all the time is, what camera do you use to post your selfies? Honestly, 99.9% of the time it's just my iPhone. I have an iPhone 6. Once in a while I'll use a picture I took on my camera. Right now I have a Canon 70D just with the kit lens. But most of the time it's just my iPhone, and the apps that I use to edit are, what are they called? Let me take a look, see. I don't use anything crazy. I use Facetune, and that's pretty much it. Facetune, and then the actual Instagram filters is pretty much all I use. So that's my go-to app as far as editing my photos. Another question that I got a lot, what do you do for work? Do you have another job outside of YouTube? Things like job-related questions. YouTube is my job right now, and I know some people are kind of weird about that because, you know, it's not a traditional type of job, and I don't know, but that is my job. When someone asks me that I meet, you know, just randomly, they ask me, what do you do? And that's what I say I make YouTube videos. And it's very funny the response I get, I mean, especially from people who are not familiar with the whole YouTube career thing. But yeah, that is my full-time job. I mean, I don't work 40 hours a week like a 9 to 5, but it definitely is my job, and that is my main source of income. So yep, that's it. Another question, did you go to school for makeup? No, I never went to school for makeup. Everything is self-taught. I didn't really start wearing makeup, like seriously, until I was like 19 when I started YouTube, because I started watching YouTube videos, and then I started getting into makeup, and then I made a channel. So no, I never really was into makeup in high school. I'd wear mascara and like lip gloss and a gross amount of bronzer, but I never wore foundation or blush or lip liner or eyebrows or anything until I was about 19 or 20 is when I really got into makeup. And no, I never went to school for it. Where do you live? I live in upstate New York, and that is where I bought my house. Another question I got a lot is, if you could go back in time, or if you could rewind and do something over in your life, what would it be and what would you do differently? Honestly, I know that it's like so cliche to say, but I don't think I would change anything, just because, I don't know, I've seen those movies where like you go back in time and you change one thing and then 800 million things change just off of something stupid and little that you did. So, I mean, I'm really happy to where my life has brought me right now, so I wouldn't really want to mess with that at all. I mean, maybe I would like to go back in time and like eat more of something that I really enjoy. I don't know, but I'm not really trying to change big life events or anything really. Maybe I wish I worked out more last week. Nothing really crazy, because I don't know, I believe everything, you know, happens for a reason, and everything is, you know, has a reaction, so I don't really want to change anything. Another one, what is something you preach but you don't necessarily do yourself? I think one thing is like, I never like when my friends or other people are too hard on themselves, and I think that that's one thing that I don't do myself. Like, you know, I'm my biggest critic. Like, I am very hard on myself on certain things, and I would tell my friends, you know, don't worry about it, or don't be so hard on yourself, it's not a big deal. But to me, I mean, I will make a big deal out of something that's not a big deal. So that's one thing that I don't practice, but I preach. I say, oh, it's not a big deal, but don't be so hard on yourself. Meanwhile, I'm in my head being like, oh my God, you messed up so bad, like this is awful. So that's one thing that I should be better about, taking my own advice, like not to be so hard on yourself. Don't be so critical of your life. Another question I got is, am I planning any vacations or traveling this year? Yes, I have one coming up in about a month. Is my trip to Mexico. My boyfriend and I are going to an all-inclusive resort in Riviera Maya, which is in Mexico, and I'm so excited. It's adults only and everything's included, so I can drink as much tequila as I want. I don't know, I'm so excited. It's so dreary and gloomy in upstate New York right now. Like, the sun doesn't come out. It's so depressing, and I just can't wait to just soak up some sun, drink some fruity drinks, and yeah, just have some time away in a foreign country. I haven't been out of the country in a few years, so I'm really excited. He's never been out of the country, and I don't know, I'm super excited. I think it'll be so much fun. And yeah, so the end of February into the first week of March is when I'm going, and I'm so excited. Let me know if you've been there, or like what's like must things, or what's like a must that you need to do when you go there. So that's my question for you. Another question I get a lot, what is your natural hair color? My natural hair color is a medium brown. I darken it a little bit. I don't know if you can see my roots right now, but I darken it a little bit and I add a little bit of warmth into it because my hair is naturally ashy, so I add a little bit of reddish tones in there. But I have medium brown hair. Yes, there's pictures of me out there with blonde hair. I used to get highlights all the time when I was younger. But I'm not really into the whole highlights thing. It's very hard to maintain. It's expensive, and you know, I don't really see myself going blonde like ever again. So that's that. Another question, how does it feel to be recognized when you go out? And I don't know, I met like a bunch of people. Like, I have been recognized more than I would think, just because living in a small town, like upstate New York, it's not like a hustling, bustling city, but I do get recognized. And if you've ever met me and I seem so weird, like when you've met me, I swear I'm not a weirdo, but I am just so like shy and like I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm so awkward. You guys always catch me off guard when I'm like grocery shopping or looking like I rolled out of a dumpster, like sweatpants, literally hair tied, no makeup on, just like the song. To me, it's a really cool, humbling experience, but I always just get so nervous, and I just think, oh my god, they probably think I'm such a loser in person. But it's a really cool experience, but I just never know how to react. Like when I'm at IMATS or like BeautyCon or something, that's one thing, but when I'm just in my natural element, not expecting it, I like freeze and like don't even know what to do. So that's what happens when I get recognized in a public setting. Did you go to college? Yes, I went to college. I think I answered this in my last Q&A. I went to college and I got a bachelor's in business management with a marketing concentration. And no, I'm not really using it right now. Like, I'm not like working like a normal job where I would, you know, it would require me to have a degree, but I don't think it's a waste at all, and I'm glad that I went. I graduated like 3 years ago, so you know, it's something that I have in case I don't do YouTube anymore, and I'm glad that I went because, you know, some of the YouTube stuff is, you know, very business and marketing related, so I think it's definitely good to get an education just to have something to fall back on. So yes, I'm very happy that I went and I graduated, all that yada yada, and I have my bachelor's, yes. Another question that I got, and I thought it was so funny, was if you could be any candy for a day, what would it be and who would you want to eat you? I just think that's the funniest thing and it stuck out to me, so props to you if you're the one who asked me that question. If I could be any candy, I would be a Snickers, because Snickers is my favorite candy, so obviously it's so delicious and I would want to be delicious. There's a little bit of nuts in there, and I think maybe I'm a little bit nuts, so that goes. And you know the commercial, if you're, or what does it say? If you're hungry, grab a Snickers, or you're not you when you're hungry. That is so me. Like if I'm hungry, I am not in a good mood, and it will definitely come off that way. So I think I would definitely want to be a Snickers, and I would want my boyfriend to eat me. I mean, that sounds like so dirty, but I mean, I don't want like a stranger to eat me. I don't know. Fitness and diet routine. I'm so bad at this. I get this question all the time. Will you do a fitness routine? Will you do a diet routine? What do you do? How do you work out? Blah, blah, blah. And the reason I don't do this video is because I don't want to be a hypocrite, because I will get into working out for a few months and then I will completely fall off. I will not do any kind of workout for like months. Like I will just stop, do nothing. And that's not a good example for you guys. So that's why I don't do it. But right now, like I'm going on a 3-day streak of working out here. Today will be day number 4 if I do it after this video. So that's why I don't do a diet and fitness routine. I did have a trainer, but I haven't been going to my trainer. Right now, I'm just doing Jillian Michaels' Body Shred DVD system that I just got like around Christmas time. So that's what I'm doing right now. As far as dieting, I'm such a bad dieter. I can eat less, but I can't give up things that I love. Like I cannot give up pizza. I'm sorry, if it's in front of me, I'm going to eat it. There's just no way around it. I'm gonna eat it. So whatever. So that's why I don't do a diet and fitness routine. Maybe if I stick with this program that I'm doing right now, then I can like do a review of it and let you guys know how it works. But I'm trying to, you know, get back into it because I bought the itziest, bitziest little booty bikinis for Mexico. So I'm really trying to just like get my butt looking a little bit better shaped, because it's kind of misshapen due to all the Christmas cookies that I ate last month. So another question is, will you do a skincare routine? I will do a skincare routine. I'm trying to think of how I want to do it, because I'm not showing you guys my bathroom, because my bathroom, like I literally have like a pink like 1972 bathtub and toilet, so it just looks like a total mess in there, and I'm just like, I don't want you guys to see that. So if I do one, it probably just will be a talk through with products like that. It won't be, you know, you won't physically be seeing me wash my face, which I don't know, maybe you guys don't even care about that, but skincare wise, I definitely will do a video regarding what I use. And yeah, that will be soon, I promise. Another question I got a lot is, can you do the boyfriend tag? I would love to do the boyfriend tag. The thing is that you have to get your boyfriend to agree to the boyfriend tag, and my boyfriend really isn't feeling it. So I mean, if one day he decides, oh my god, I want to do the boyfriend tag, then I will totally film it, but I don't really see that happening. Maybe I can get him on a vlog while we're on vacation, but even that is just like, I'm not counting my pennies, or whatever the saying is. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, because I don't really see that happening. And you know, you have to respect that, because not everybody wants to be on YouTube. So I don't do it because I don't want you guys to, you know, see him or anything like that. Be on it, then he doesn't want to be on it, and I don't want to make him be on it if he doesn't want to be on it. So that's why I haven't done a boyfriend tag, but yeah. Another question I got a lot is, how did you meet your boyfriend? I met him a long time ago. Well, a long time meaning like 4 years ago. I met him through my best friend. My best friend was dating one of his best friends, so then we kind of knew each other then. But then we just started dating last year, so that's how we met. What is your favorite part about being a beauty guru? I literally hate the word guru because it just sounds like, ew, guru. But my favorite part is when you guys tweet me or Instagram me that you tried something, or somehow my videos made a difference in your life, like helped you feel better about yourself. That is like my most favorite thing ever. Like there's no better feeling, because you made a difference, because it's like I made a difference in someone else's life who I don't even know and I haven't personally met, but somehow I personally touched their lives in some little way. Even if it was like, oh my god, she said this lip gloss and then I bought it and then I just felt so pretty. Like hearing things like that, that is the best part. Like it's so rewarding. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it really just makes me feel good about what I do, and things like that. It really offsets all the negative. When you hear something like that, it offsets all the negative comments people say. So I think that's definitely the best part. Another question I got a lot is, how do you deal with the negative comments, people being mean and rude? And I pretty much, it doesn't affect me. Like I don't care. I don't know if it's because I've been doing YouTube for so long, I've built up a tough skin, but it doesn't bother me, because the people who are saying it, like I don't know them. They don't know me, they know a glimpse of my life, and if they're saying that I'm ugly or whatever, like that doesn't bother me. The only things that bother me would be like when someone insults your character. Those are the only things that kind of get to me, but then I just think about it again. I'm like, this person's never actually met me. They've seen me in a 10-minute video on YouTube. So, I mean, I can't really take it to heart. So, I mean, you can't really just think about it too much. I read this quote the other day by Kristen Wiig, and I think it was like something like, if you create anything, it's dangerous to care about like what people think, which is true. If you make anything, like with your creative process, whatever it is, you can't care too much about what people think, because then you'll never want to create anything ever again. So, but if it's something like, oh my god, you're ugly, or your nose is ugly, or your teeth are crooked, like things like that, I'm just like, okay, and what? What, am I a bad person because of that? No. So I try not to think about it. It's not a big deal, and these people, most of them have never met me. So another question, will you be at IMATS New York? I hope to be there, but I cannot make any promises, but I hope that I will be there. What are your recently used emojis? I would love to see what they actually are, honestly. Let's see. Oh my god, the sun's setting. How annoying. These are my recently used ones. Can we zoom in here? So obviously I'm crying, laughing a lot, blowing kisses, giving the thumbs up, smiling wicked hard, blowing kisses, hearts, crying, that face like, well, that face that's like, which is literally like, oh my god, I'm dying, like I can't even deal with this kind of face. I don't know, these pretty much sum me up pretty well though, except for there's no wine glass one in there, which usually is. I usually don't have the gun emoji in there, but yesterday I made bang bang chicken, so I was typing guns like crazy. So yeah, that's that. Another question that I got a lot is, what is your ethnicity? And I think I've said this in a past Q&A, but I mean, just in case you haven't seen that one, I'm a bunch of white stuff. Like my mom is really white, she's Irish and Dutch and things like that, and my dad is half Filipino and Austrian. So I'm just pretty much a mutt and then a quarter Filipino. So a lot of people ask me if I'm Italian or Latino at all. I think you're seeing the Filipino in that part. So yeah, let me know what videos you want to see next, or what videos you really want to see from me this year. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I answered most of your questions. I'm sorry I could not get to all of them, but this video would literally be like 17 hours long, and I don't even think YouTube would allow that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm not wearing real pants. Slipper. Slipper, slipper, slipper. I didn't know, I just wish my house was done. I'm living in 1975. Just have to keep telling myself, this is an investment. This is a wise purchase. Meanwhile, I'm like, what the